want you guys to check my blood pressure with me. Now, I'm going somewhere with this, so stay with me. Okay, so I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with the store City Trends. I know everybody don't have a City Trends, but I live in Birmingham, Alabama, and we have a City Trends here, and it's like a urban store. So I had saw one of these blood pressure monitors in City Trends like several months back, and it was very inexpensive. It was like $12.99, $14.99, something like that. But the only reason why I didn't get it when I saw it is because the box was empty inside the store. So apparently somebody must have gave themselves a 5-finger discount because they left the empty box. So I had told myself if I ever saw one in there again, that I was going to get one. And so I saw one recently a couple of weeks ago, and it was very affordable. $14.99 is how much it was. So for those of you who don't know, like, I do car insurance, and at my last job I had health insurance and it was very affordable, but at this job I opted out and I chose not to get it because I'm like, I'm not finna pay all that money for insurance, and I don't even go to the doctor like that. So anyway, I said I was gonna get me one, so I did get one. This little wrist blood pressure cuff was $14.99 from City Trends. It was the only one they had, so I was like, I better get it, because if I don't get it, when I go back, it won't be there. So as you can see right here, now I have small wrists. So for those of you who got like a larger wrist, I don't know, you may have to try something different. But so you just put it on, and it's got the little Velcro right here, and you just don't want to have it too tight but not too loose, but you want to have it secure. You can either do it like this, or you can lay your arm flat. So I'm gonna just do mine right here so y'all can see it with me. Now I'm going somewhere, so stay tuned. Just hit the little power button. Alright, so I had a phone call, so I gotta start it over. So I'm gonna turn it off. I was rudely interrupted. Okay, so you just want to securely wrap it around, then hit the power button, and I'm gonna put it right here so you can see. Okay, so now I know the numbers are backwards when I edit the video. I don't know how they're gonna show, but I'm gonna tell you what it says. So it says that my blood pressure is 185/114 and my pulse is 79. Now I'm going somewhere with this. The reason why I want to talk about this is because I want to talk about the spirit of procrastination, fear, and doubt, and also health and wellness. So for those of you who may not know, I'm almost 40. I'm 37. I'll be 38 in August. All my life I pretty much had a good blood pressure, whatever. Pretty much have ate whatever I wanted and still pretty much kept my figure overall. However, I have not been to the doctor in a long time. So with that being said, I've been walking around not knowing what my blood sugar is, not knowing what my blood pressure is, and that's a bad thing, a terrible thing, to be walking around every day and not even know what it is. So that's why I was like, I was gonna get me one of these when I saw one. Now for those of you who don't know, one of my temptations is snacks, junk food, sweets. That's one of my struggles. And so the reason why I want to talk about this is because the Lord has been telling me to change my diets and workouts, go to the gym, walk and things like that. And I've been putting it off for a long time. I just been being disobedient. If I just be honest, I haven't been doing it. So Holy Spirit has been telling me for like the past 2.5 to 3 years to change my eating habits, to fast, to exercise, just get in shape and just work on my overall health and body, and just change my eating habits, because I have a poor eating habit. Now, I am one of those people who do get full fast, but like I said, my weakness, my temptation is junk food and snacks. I'm a snacker. Now, at my last job, I was getting in a lot of steps every day. I was walking back and forth, so I was getting a lot of steps in at work. But now, in my current job, I sit at a desk all day, so I can get bored when we in our downtime, and I tend to snack a lot. And so, and I might not even be hungry, but I snack a lot. So that's one of my struggles, one of my strongholds and my temptations is snacking, even when I'm not hungry. And not just snacking, but eating unhealthy snacks. So the reason why I wanted to make this video is because, as a life coach and as an evangelist, I don't want to just, preach or teach and not practice what I preach. And so, you know, as a woman of God, as a life coach, it's my job to also encourage you guys to, you know, make healthy decisions and lifestyle changes. But if I'm preaching it, then I need to also be practicing what I'm preaching. So I'm making a conscious decision, to make the necessary lifestyle changes. Now, the reason for the video is also because I was unaware that I had high blood pressure. Like, this is news to me. I just discovered this within the past couple of days. Now, even though I bought this machine a couple of weeks ago, it has this port right here where you can charge it with a C charger, which I have a C-type charger. But every time when I tried to charge it, no matter how long I let it stay on the charger, it would never power on. So apparently, the charger was not strong enough to charge it. So yesterday when I went to Ross, I made it my business to get some AAA batteries, because it takes 2 AAA batteries. So I put the batteries in there and I checked my blood pressure yesterday. So when I checked it, it was high. It was like 160 something over 111 or something like that. And I was like, oh my God, it came as a shock to me, because the last time I had my blood pressure checked, which I don't even know when that was, it was within normal range. However, within the past 9 months, I have gained about 20 pounds in 9 months. Like, just going from my last job, being active every day, walking, getting in probably thousands of steps, to going from walking and being active to sitting down every day for 8-9 hours a day. And so I'm not as active as I was. And so that's why I've made the conscious decision to go ahead and join the gym, which I did that yesterday. I had my first workout session with my friend and personal trainer, Dr. J. And he's right here also on TikTok. So yeah, if you've been procrastinating and putting off going to the gym like I have, or if you've been putting off you know, eating better, making necessary lifestyle changes, like, I'm here to tell you, don't keep putting it off, because your health is nothing to play around with. And I'm not trying to scare you, but I'm just telling you that it's very important. I don't drink enough water, so I'm gonna have to start incorporating more water in my everyday diet or whatever. That's one of the things that I need to work on, because I love soft drinks, Red Bulls and sweet teas. So I gotta start drinking more water, and you know, just doing the necessary precautions that it takes. So I forgot what my blood pressure was, but it was just high. I checked it this morning when I got to work, and it was 188 over 111, and that was at 9:51 this morning. And today is April 25th, 2025. So that's extremely high. So it's scary, and it's definitely a wake-up call for me, because like I said, the Spirit of the Lord has been on me for the past 2 to 2.5, 3 years, telling me to exercise, to eat right, to go to the gym, to fast, like to change my diet. And I have just been flat out rebelling, because there's no excuse for it, and just being undisciplined and having no self-control. And for those of you who may or may not know, you know, self-control, that's one of the fruits of the spirit, which I have not been having lately. So it's just time for me to stop being disobedient, stop procrastinating, and just, you know, and just make the changes, because my health and my life is dependent on this. And also, I don't want to be a hypocrite. I need to not just I need to practice what I preach. So I joined the gym about a week or two ago. My first workout session was yesterday, which it went great. And I'm also supposed to be meeting him again tomorrow. So we're supposed to be doing 60-minute sessions twice a week. So my funds is kind of low right now, but I do want to get to a point where I'll be able to work out 3 times a week. And this is motivation for me, because I had you know, I have this health scare. So I'm just finding out since yesterday that I have high blood pressure. And I was walking around all these years and all these months, and I was unaware, and I did not know. So if you've been walking around and you don't know what your blood pressure and what your glucose is, you might want to invest in you one of these, and also get you a glucose meter, which that's going to be my next investment, getting me a glucose meter to be checking my glucose. Because if I'm eating all these sweets and sugar, my blood sugar can be extremely high, and I'm not even knowing it. You know, and so, like, I could have stroked out around here and literally dropped on the ground, you know what I'm saying, because my blood pressure could have been too high, and I would not have even known anything. Like, I could have had a stroke or anything. So it's definitely not a game. It's not anything to play with. Okay, also, I want